The thing about Paul Lakeland that strikes me is that he's worn a lot of hats over the almost 3 decades that I've known him. I mean, he's an accomplished theologian, but he's also a perceptive literary critic. He's a much respected leader in his field.
I think he's a champion of the laity, would be a good way of saying it. He is not a polemicist. He's not a narrow-minded activist. He's not a zealot. He's a scholar.
He is simply deeply kind. He cares about other people. There is a depth to his caring, and people know this, and they are drawn to this.
He's a very gracious colleague and mentor.
Paul is very, very engaging. He gathers people together for important projects and engages them in those projects.
After Father Kelly retired, the Center for Catholic Studies was established, and Paul Lakeland was named as its first director. Of course, that center has been a place where Paul has exercised his ministry of hospitality to bring in the best Catholic minds of our generation. The Monika Hellwig Award really recognizes someone who has moved forward the Catholic intellectual tradition, particularly in the world of scholarship, in the world of teaching, and a teaching that is very deeply tied to the Church. He has frequently called people into seminars through the Center for Catholic Studies. He loves to draw people into thick, interesting intellectual conversations.
Monika moved seamlessly between the rarefied academic cutting-edge scholarship that's a technical and precise reading of texts and so on, to a much more popular and accessible presentation of the Catholic faith. And Paul does exactly the same kind of thing. He's a rigorous and exacting scholar, but he also knows how to write and has written many books that are textbooks, that are popularizations in the best sense, that want to take the riches of the Catholic intellectual tradition and present the value of that tradition to the non-specialist.
Paul is a first-rate scholar, wonderful teacher, but more importantly for all of us at Fairfield University, just an exceptional companion, somebody fully invested in our mission and in our work.
It's a terrific honor that I'm so grateful for. I mean, it's wonderful to have Monika Hellwig's name and mine connected in this way. She was a great influence and a great woman in American Catholic theology.
Paul has advanced Catholic intellectual life and spiritual life in the United States in basically 3 ways. The scholarship, the pastoral enabling, the bringing forward of the tradition to the larger community, and through his own teaching of undergraduates.
It has been an enormous privilege to spend my life with young people. Most people don't get to do that. Over the years, I've discovered, to my great surprise, actually, we had these student evaluations, and some of it's checked the box, but then there's a yellow form where they actually write stuff. And the single most common word they use, and I would never have guessed this in the past, is funny. Well, that's not exactly wise or, profound or prophetic or any of those things, but it's not bad. My primary objective is to create a classroom environment where students feel comfortable saying what's on their mind. I want them to do the work. It's not easy. It's not a penance to come to class.
At Fairfield itself, Paul has won what I would call a trifecta. He has been recognized as the best teacher of the year. He has won the Wall Faculty Research Award, and he has been recognized by his colleagues on the Faculty Welfare Committee as Faculty Colleague of the Year.
And Paul also, much like Monika, was concerned about the future of the field of Catholic theology, right? And in that way, Paul, I think, embodied very much Monika Hellwig's deep commitment, not just to the Catholic tradition, but to the future of Catholic theology.